Hi, this is Sir Randall, and this is Super Mario Maker Quick Tips. In this quick tip, we're going to show you how to use the warp pipes in the same level. This is an illusion, so you're going to have to use your subworld to mirror your overworld. You cannot use any other subworlds on top of this, so it'll look like it's a seamless level. So remember that. So let's get started by talking about your grid system here. And each grid system is actually divided by a bigger, thicker line, as shown right here. Let's start by dragging out the bottom to make it the full length of the course. As you can see here by my trusty arrow friend, each of the subsections are represented on the start to goal timeline. This will make your life easier when you're actually creating your levels. Now let's talk about each subsection. Each subsection has 24 blocks across. That's for the top and bottom, and 13 down for the top, and 14 down for the bottom. The bottom one has an extra one because of the ground, and that gives you 13 blocks to work with, which makes perfect sense. Now that we got the grid system out of the way, let's start our level. We are just going to create a simple level, so we're going to create the ground level first. We are going to use the second subsection and see the lines here and there. But we want to make this a little longer because we don't want to see our level. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So now that we got those out of the way, let's make a wall here. And we create this wall so they can't go around it. So they actually have to use the warp pipe. So we'll create our second wall here. Again, making it so they can't get around the warp pipe. Now let's drag our warp pipe. Place it there. And we'll copy this one. Just using different techniques for copying, so... And there we go. Turn this around. Drag it there. Now we have our perfect symmetry pipe. So let's copy this one over here. Drag this one right there. Again, I have perfect symmetry. It doesn't matter if you don't, as long as they match on the bottom. You can also do this, but it's whatever you would like to do. I want to show it as a connecting pipe, so in this example, that's what we're going to use. So now let's create a Goomba. We'll put him here. It's going to be 6 blocks across. Alright, we'll drag him here. And we'll grab a question mark block, put it here, and drag a mushroom to it. We'll have the same on both, just so we can get used to it. But for now, let's drag Mario onto the warp pipe. And as you can see, it starts off the basic underworld. So we're just going to change that and change the theme to the overworld. The ground level theme. So now we're going to create our ground here. Okay, now our ground is done, and we're actually going to use and finish the wall, and we're going to use the subsection that we did and use that thicker line to make sure we're at. You don't have to use this, but this trick works for me. Now that we place the pipe, let's copy this pipe on the other side. Perfect symmetry, just like in the overworld. Now it's time to place our Goomba. We'll use Mario as a reference point. We'll count 6 over. Drag the Goomba here. And now we're ready for the question mark block. So grab the question mark block. Count 2 over, 3 up, there. And we'll put a mushroom in here. Remember, the mushroom doesn't have to be in the overworld, but keeping them the same will actually help you understand it. Here we're actually going to change the block bit so you can actually see where the overworld is and where the underworld is. But remember, you want to keep the blocks the same. But in this example, we're going to use different ones so you can actually see when we switch between overworld and underworld. So now we'll create our pipe. And drag that there. That's good. So now we can drag Mario onto the pipe. And now we can actually snap the other pipe on top of the old one. Good for a reference point. Now this should actually work. Now if we hit the select button, which is a great tip, will take you back to the start of the beginning of the level and start over. Everything looks good. Walls match up. Goomba's in the same spot. Got a mushroom. And see, we're in the underworld. Now we're going to the overworld. But everything lines up and everything looks good. This gives a perfect illusion of a seamless world using warp pipes in the same level. This has been a Super Mario Maker quick tip, and hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope this helped you out.